Well, great afternoon. I just see that Desantis is picking a fight with Disneyland, Disney World rather. They're in Florida to take away their special status. And so what's behind that? What's up with DeSantis and picking a fight with Disney World? Strength. Yeah, he wants to throw his weight around is what it looks like. The challenge is to come to an end. He wants to, and I guess if they lose their special governing status, that they're going to have to be paying a lot of taxes. But for some reason, they were saying it's going to cost the taxpayers a lot of money that live around there. So I don't exactly understand what's going on. But conscious thoughts are about past happenings. The way he sees himself, he is really on the outs about something. Subconscious, usually that's the one about kind of walking away from the emotional things. Okay. The way others see this is something that's taking place quickly. In the past, taken some lumps there. I don't know if it's, well, let's just look and see. Hopes and fears. It's about getting others involved. They were saying maybe it has something to do with him getting donations. Short term. Now, usually this is the one of compassion and stuff, but also I see trying to keep a lid on things, and outcome is abusing his power. So let me see what's above it. The Merchant. And the Foundation is actions. It feels like past strength with being a conservative, putting an end to some of his nightmares. Underneath of it, we have the family. Many times that's my thing about 45, his family, the businesses, that type of thing. So he's out there on this quest, okay, mentally, figuring out some path he's choosing to go forward, which is kind of off the cliff at this time, and putting out these actions, emotions. The concern is defending and charging forward. I think he's just trying to be uber conservative. Trying to be uber conservative. Government, he wants to remain there. The hidden things, okay, something hidden which is painful if it came to light, and there would be judgment. So this is the burden he's carrying, and he's, again, you know, slice and dice, trying to be more conservative than even 45. Okay? Yeah, all the things he's been putting forward, just, I mean, the craziness with the textbooks, and that's why I left. I couldn't take any more living in Florida with the craziness, and he just keeps getting crazier and crazier. But let's see. Yeah, he's just trying to be ultra conservative. But let's see, how is this going to work for him? I'm trying to put the cards back in. Okay. How is this going to work for Desantis? This new move that he's got going. How's this going to work out for Desantis? In the center, we got this emotional walking away. Again, above it is his fishtails that he's putting out, stinky fish, and trying to manipulate it. Foundation is manipulating these things. Working on it. Challenge is that energy going forward. It's like, you know, this is a little bit wild. Past being defensive. Outcome. Okay. Outcome, this is an ego-centered thing that he's got going. So I would say this is not going to bode well for him. Okay? This may be a bridge too far, what he's doing with this. It doesn't look like it's going to be popular for him. Doesn't look like it's going to be popular. Does Desantis think that he's setting himself up to be president? Does he think that he's got a chance to be president? My feeling is, he said, you know, that 45, and I'm going to be even more ultra-conservative than 45. But let's see what the cards say. In the center, they're going to look and evaluate him. Seeds he's planted, what is the harvest, what's coming above it. Doesn't look good. And in the transition, this is getting tied up, mentally tied up, and putting an end to it. They're looking, investigating, looking deeper into the actions he's taking. Judgment is coming down on that. The challenge is judgment. Looking at the manipulations and things he's been doing. Outcome is looking at, you know, how he's working things, but who he's involved with. Underneath of it all, we have so many pie in the sky things that this guy's involved with. Okay. Again, trying to set up a thing like 45's family, trying to set that up, defensive, and losing sleep at night of concern, or the exchanges, what he's buying and selling, the victory he thinks he's going to have, and it's just going to wind up being taking him out. Okay, he's going to wind up retired, basically, is what it's looking like. So this is not going to serve him. I think he's finally, what's immediately coming in is one flew over the cuckoo's nest. It's coming in. One flew over the cuckoo's nest, okay? That he's just put that out there, and it's not, his actions aren't grounded. They're not centered. They're, he's getting more and more, wanting to be a dictator, basically. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting with Desantis. Desantis is, he's kind of power mad and thinking that he can really push the envelope with the conservative things, and that it's going to, even Stone and 45 are looking at this guy going, but in his mind, if 45 was that, putting that out, then I'm going to be put out even more. And he thinks he's got a handle on the way to maneuver and manipulate the GOP. But it's a bridge too far. They know all the stuff they've gone through with Cray-Crayville, with 45, what's coming down the pike. And he thinks he's crafty, he thinks he's smart, but he's not. 45 was crafty in a way. He's able to pull in and manipulate people. Whereas Desantis doesn't have that ability. He thinks he does. He thinks he's got more of that ability than 45 does, and all he needs to do is continue with these antics, and that'll be enough to get the GOP to see him as a viable candidate for president. Yeah, no. He's come to a point where he is so full of himself. He's like a big hot air balloon, and there are those behind the scenes waiting with a pin to deflate him. So we'll have to watch and see what happens, if I'm right or wrong. Thanks for tuning in, love and light, and we'll see you online. This is all for entertainment purposes.